Yeah. Welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a fabulous, what day is it? Wednesday. Y'all, I actually had to check because this week is going by fast, okay? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Let everyone know that we are live, okay? But today it was a good day. I took my kids after work to the splash pad. You know, we are gearing up. This is summer vacation. So if you have access to the Mabry Crew channel, if you have subscribed, we have their first live on that channel. We just did a little short one today. So they went straight from the splash pad over on the Mabry Crew channel. Okay, let's see who we have here so far. Good evening, Kathleen. Welcome, and thank you for being first in the building. I appreciate it. Hi, Christina. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Rebecca. Welcome. Thank you for joining today. Hey, Ebony, welcome. Thank you for joining. Miss Nancy is in the building. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Humble Me Hype is in the building. She said, finally, I can catch up on the news I didn't know I needed to hear. Okay. Thank you for joining, sis. So we're going to talk about a couple of topics today. And the first one, hi, Jessica, that I really wanted to get into was the Diddy trial. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into it. It was just a couple of things that happened today and that were stated today that I wanted to visit just in case y'all did not hear. Okay? It's going to blow your socks off. Now, I'm going to say, after hearing some of the things that have been taking place, y'all, in my opinion, let me just say that this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Now, I must say that I feel that Diddy thinks his life is one big movie and he's the main character. Okay, some of the stuff that we're hearing does not even sound like real life. It is a joke. Y'all, I am surprised that the government is even pulling in some of these witnesses. Okay. I am really shocked because I would have thought that if they spent this amount of time, okay, because you know, when they're going after someone of his stature, like R. Kelly's and the Diddy's and things of that sort, they've been checking them out for a minute. Okay. It's not just something that they randomly do. I am a little surprised by some of the witnesses that they are putting on this stand. Okay, today, one of the witnesses they had was she still is one of Cassie's friends, and she was telling them different things that happened to her and some things that she witnessed. Okay, this girl, and I don't know why they didn't let her know. You do not have to tell them after everything you tell them that you were too high. The jury is not going to believe you. Okay. They're not going to believe anything you say because everything you say afterwards, you say, yeah, but back then I was a little high and all of that. You don't need to tell that. Just tell what happened. But it was a mess, y'all. After a while, they started catching her up in some lies. She had a lawyer that many of you may know, Tyrone Blackburn. Okay. And it takes, I'm going to show some snippets from Armand Wiggins, his commentary, because he covers it every evening, okay, after the day. To me, he does, and I love Tisa Tales, okay? I'm not going to even compare because it's, they're doing their own things. But to me, I like his because I'm a visual learner, And he provides the dramatics, he provides enough detail, and he keeps it in order. He gives us the questions, and then this is what was answered, how it was answered, and all of that. And I like that. And God is actually opening some doors for our month. He's working with Nancy Gray now, TMZ. He has an interview, I think, with TMZ in the morning, or Nancy Gray in the morning, or something like that. But he just said TMZ and Nancy Grace. This will be his second time going over there with them. So, hey, it's bringing him into some algorithms and into the public's view. Hi, Carter's Reactions is in the building. Thank you so much for joining. Y'all, Carter's Reactions is doing an awesome job. If you have not subscribed to his channel, make sure you check him out. He does reactions over various characters. Okay, we'll call them characters, the Peaches and the Queens, okay, and some more people over there as well. So make sure y'all check him out. All right, so I am going to pull up a snippet of Armand Wiggins, and y'all have probably heard about him. Y'all, on average, every day he has about 19 to 20,000 people in his chat. Okay, the chat goes fast. Sometimes it'll slow down, but the chat goes fast. And I see some of y'all over there, but sometimes I don't. So if you're speaking and I don't say hi, it's because I didn't see you. Okay. I'm like, golly, baby, the queen could never. Okay. She thinks she up here in the $1 million #1 status. Girl, you wish you could get that many people into your lives. Okay. Carter said, thank you so much. I appreciate more than everyone knows. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. We love your content. Keep going with it. Because yeah, you're getting noticed as well. Okay. If y'all didn't see the live last night, Thorn blocked Carter's reactions out of her live. Okay, and I also he has a short on his channel, and so we kind of looked at that last night during the live, and I'm like, that is crazy. Okay, let me pull this up. Okay, now in this part, what we're going to see, remember I told y'all Diddy thinks that he is one of those like a main character in a movie, right? And so during this particular part, the witness and Armand is going to demonstrate kind of what the witness on the stand was saying. He comes to the door, Cassie's door. Okay, and I read some of this for myself on CNN every day as well. And for some reason, when he came to the door, allegedly, he threw a knife at Cassie. I don't know why. I don't know if he was on something. I don't know. Okay. And then allegedly she threw the knife back at him, and then he ended up leaving that night. So I don't know. This same girl also stated that Diddy allegedly hung her over a balcony similar to Big Red, okay, off of the 5 Heartbeats by her women parts. Okay, the top, the ones that Thorn just got redone, held her over the balcony and then swung her onto her her patio furniture. Okay, hi Queen B, welcome. So the way Armand tells this, y'all, the demonstration took me out. It took me out. This here, I don't even know if it's real life. I could not stop laughing. I'm not laughing at any abuse or anything like that. But why is it so funny? Like, I promise y'all, this is my prediction. I don't know if it's going to be right or wrong, but because of the shenanigans that are taking place with this trial, he may either get a mistrial or possibly just a little time. And our current president said that he may consider giving him a pardon. I don't even know if we're wasting our time or not. Okay, because the government, I need y'all to tighten up. Okay, on these witnesses, I don't know what is going on. It's like you would expect better. Especially one of those prosecutors, her father, I think, was like the lead over something with the government. Comey, he was over something. He was high up, okay, with the was it the FBI something. So you would think we'd come a little better and have our witnesses a little more prepared than what they are right now. Okay, so let me play this little snippet.
Come back from lunch. Mind you, this lady took forever on lunch to let me get back upstairs. So I finally got back upstairs, and as soon as I got up, the lady was already on the stand talking, but I don't think we missed much. As soon as I got up there, she was getting into the story of the balcony. And so apparently what had happened was she was facing the balcony. This wasn't in Malibu now. This was in Cassie's apartment in LA, taking in the view. Now, I think Diddy must have been banging on the door, and out of nowhere, behind her, he walks up and I don't know what his thing is with coming behind people. So she's standing, taking in the view, and Diddy,
It's the way he said Diddy for me.
walks up behind her and grabs her by the titty and lifts her up over the balcony and catches her and holds her up like this, like that. First, he grabbed her there, squeezed him, lifted her up, and then held her like that. And then held her over the balcony and told her, "You know what the you did? You know what the you did, B? You know what the you did, B?" And this is the 17th floor. She said she doesn't know what the she did. She said she said she was so scared her feet were kind of on the railing, and she was just trying to push back, but she was high as hell. They said, "Well, how long was he holding you up like that?" She said, "As many as times as you can say, I don't know what the you did." So maybe you say that 3 or 4 times. That's how long that I was in the air over the balcony. So then she said, "I don't know what the you did. I don't know. You know what the you did. You know what the you did. You know what the you did. You know what the." So it's about 10 to 15 seconds of holding her over the balcony. And then once he was done, he grabbed her.
This here part.
And flung her on the furniture. Okay? So he took her from the balcony and flung her all over the
Y'all, when he did that flung part like that onto the bed, I was done. Okay? Because what kind of shenanigans is taking place in this courtroom? First of all, in this courtroom, it's like, are these stories like this? Sounds like a whole soap opera. We should not be this engaged into this story. Okay. And I'm just trying to imagine Diddy doing it. Welcome. I'm trying to imagine Diddy doing that. Okay. First of all, I just really, now I believe some of the stuff. Let me just say that some of the things that that lady was saying, I do believe. Okay. But some of it seemed very exaggerated. Okay. And then she kept admitting that her and Cassie were getting like really high. Okay. On different types of rugs. Okay. Different types. And I don't know some of that. It's as a juror, okay, I'm thinking from the terms of the jury members. Are they going to take her seriously? if you keep telling them that during the time you were high on something, are they going to take that seriously? Then I started picturing Diddy holding someone over the balcony and then slanging them. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. That story had me tickled, but at the same time, if that really happened, then that would be messed up, to throw this young lady. Now, they said that she does have pictures, okay, of bruises and things like that. But also, hi Healing Hearts, welcome. And I saw Healing Hearts over there as well. But also, y'all, this lawyer, it came out that this lawyer, Tyrone, may have helped her come up with one of these stories allegedly. Now, I don't know how that man is still a lawyer. How come he has not been disbarred yet? But something is not right. Rebecca, okay, the little turn. Okay. Oh my God.
You know what the you did? You know what the you did, B? You know what the you did, B? And this is the 17th floor. She said she doesn't know what the she did. She said she said she was so scared her feet were kind of on the railing and she was just trying to push back, but she was high as hell. They said, well, how long was he holding you up like that? She said, as many as times as you can say, I don't know what the you did. So maybe you say that 3 or 4 times. That's how long that I was in the air over the balcony. So then she said, I don't know what the you did. I don't know. You know what the you did. You know what the you did. You know what the you did. You know what the. So it's about 10 to 15 seconds of holding her over the balcony. And then once he was done, he grabbed her and flung her on the furniture. Okay?
Oh my God.
So he took her from the balcony and flung her all over the furniture where she would sleep outside.
Oh my God.
Okay?
I want to first say hi to Pepper's Place. Pepper's Place, know that we are definitely praying. I've been missing you. Oh my goodness. But I will definitely pray for you and keep you lifted in prayer because I understand how those things can happen. And I don't want you to worry, but that God will take care of you through this. Thank you also to Healing Hearts for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Yes, girl. He said he flung her over onto the patio furniture that she slept on. Sometimes she would sleep out there on the patio. I was like, oh my goodness, y'all, it was the dramatization for me. Yes, y'all, let's keep Pepper's Place lifted up in prayer.
And so she had hit her head, her back, her leg, everything. And they said, was Cassie out there? That was the confusing part. She said she was, they threw in the balcony furniture. Cassie was on the balcony, and they said Cassie stood in disbelief. And Cassie said, did you just fucking hang her over the balcony? Did you fucking just hang
Oh
her
my gosh.
over the balcony?
The way he does.
And Cassie said, her girlfriend is in here. They said that Diddy just walked out and left. Now,
Okay, let me pause it there.
The woman said she got up.
Oh my gosh, this is another part that I want y'all to hear. Y'all, that took me out. And then he was supposedly going to leave after that. Okay, let's see.
Testimony about her testimony. They asked her, like, are you giving up? Are you talking to Cassie about your testimony, her testimony? No. Is there lasting, if any, are there any lasting effects about the balcony incidences? She said, yes. She said she's paranoid. They asked her, well, what kind of paranoia is it? She said sometimes if she goes to her house, before she walks in the door, she'll kick the door open and scream, ah!
Me too, Pam.
Before she goes in. So she walks up to the front door of her house. She jumps back and kicks that mother. And she peeks through. Then she goes in the house and she might scream.
Okay, let me remove it from the screen. Oh, really, Candace? I didn't know about that. Hey, my thing is, I don't put anything past them, to be honest. That's why I said some of the stuff I really do believe in. The way Armand is telling it, though, it is hilarious. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Now, I want to find this part, y'all. Ray J name was brought up today, and not in a good way. Okay, not in a good way. Allegedly, let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, this is going to be the part. But his name came up. And let me say this. I know a lot of times we've heard some of these things about, even with Sloan Bella had mentioned this, I think, when she did a reading. But y'all, Ray J was one of the last people with Whitney Houston. Okay. And some things that were mentioned in court today. And let me also say this too, because I believe Diddy is also helping that defense team. Okay. I believe he's even probably, now this is my opinion, telling them certain things to ask to get some names out there to send a message. Okay? To send them, because there's a lot of people's names being thrown out. We done heard Beyonce and Rihanna today that allegedly Cassie was upset and told her friend that she felt like she didn't get the chance that she was supposed to get because Beyonce and Rihanna, they were bigger than her or getting more of the attention. Girl, Cassie, I'm sorry to say this. This is my opinion. Girl, you're not in the same league, though. I really don't see her as that top-notch singer. And I really think Diddy was trying to help her out in a little ways, trying to tell her she's not ready. I think he knew that because she would have went out there and probably been a one-hit wonder. Okay? He was trying to spare her, I think, in that particular case, because there's no shade. I'm just saying, the songs that I've heard, I can only think of one that really stands out. Yes, one of Wale's friends told the story. He said him and Cassie were doing business, making music. Next thing you know, Wale on the balcony by Diddy and his security. Are you serious? So who told that? So I wonder, oh girl, has he ever said that publicly? Like, where did you hear that? Because that would show a pattern. See, little stuff like that, it's almost like you got to show a pattern. See how we're thinking more than it looks like the government? Okay. Hey, yo, hey, Queen, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, it's like, because that I'm hoping on a redirect, because that may take place tomorrow. I hope they bring up some other instances. I don't know if they just put it in there, but it probably would have needed to be in there. But you need to have another type of example, because they're going to think, the jury's going to think this girl was high on something, because she always bringing that part up. Okay, was there another time that he held someone over the balcony? Okay. So I hope they are good at what they're doing, and they know what they're doing, because some of this, it just feels like it's one big soap opera. Okay, let me see here. Okay, let's see if I can find something about that. Oh, okay. Okay, let me pull this up, y'all. Thank you, Candace. Let's see here, because I've never heard this story.
And this girl in the studio, and she's singing, but the girl is Cassie at the time. I don't really know what's going on. I just know she's a big singer. I'm not a musician. I'm not a music guy at this time. I'm not into music. I'm just there with Shy, literally make sure Shy, all right. I know like the popping people, while they been telling us like before we even get to the studio with him and Cassie in the studio, Wale was already telling us like, man, we better go to the studio with Cassie. Man, Diddy be acting crazy over her. Diddy don't want nobody working around her. So y'all make sure y'all don't look at her too wild or make her feel uncomfortable. Or if you see her security guards with her, just prepping us on how crazy Diddy act over her. Like any guys that's around her in her vicinity, while Diddy not around, he kirks off, he goes off. We make it through the session. We probably like an hour in the session, like an hour into the session, maybe two. Her and Wale doing what they do in the studio, but they helping each other. It's just professional, y'all. It ain't nothing like, they ain't doing nothing weird. I don't feel no weird vibes. I don't see no flirting or nothing. It's really professional. They making good music. So I'm off, not paying no attention. I've been heard what he told me before we walk in here about Diddy be tripping, but I'm just thinking like, Diddy be tripping. I swear to God, y'all, Diddy and his security guys walk through this room. I told y'all. But I don't know. I guess they weren't supposed to be there doing it in person together. They were supposed to send it or whatever, but they was trying to keep and do it in person together because they ain't thinking Diddy gonna pop up in here. Like, Diddy probably somewhere living his natural born life. At least that's what they thought. I swear, y'all, Diddy got like little secret people that follow her places. Like when she go in little restaurants, like his girlfriends, like he keep eyes on to see who they cheating on. Like he that crazy. It's some obsessive Diddy. Like it's crazy. The world know about it though. Like the crazy parties, Diddy be crazy over them girls, like super duper stalking. Like he be having private investigators following him. No niggas can't go around him. He very controlling. I swear to God. So that's what the vibe is. So.
Okay, let me pause there for a second. That part I can believe as well, because also what came out today is before Cassie's friend, the one that testified today, met Diddy, they went somewhere. They were going to different places together. Come to find out, Diddy had text a list of the places, all of the places that they had been. So he either had a tracker on her or someone following her for him to have a whole list of where they had been. Who does that? Okay. So what this guy's saying, imagine how long ago was this video? Let me see. This was a year ago. But now look at what we're hearing about in court today. Okay, this is why we cannot discount some of these things that have been said. Y'all make sure you hit the like button or double tap your screen. Okay. Oh, David. Welcome, David. Okay, says Free P. Diddy protest June 19th through 8 to 8. Okay, got the address. Thousands will attend. Jesus Christ says he who is without sin. Cast the first stone. Thank you. Hit that like button, David. We appreciate it. Yes, yo, that is crazy. Okay. Yes, Pepper's Place. We are definitely praying for you. Hi back to me. Welcome. Wow, y'all.
Diddy walks in. Diddy walk in, Wale and him in the bathroom. Wale, not bathroom. Wale and the girl in the booth, but they doing the music part. Me and Shy over here. I don't know it's Diddy who walked in. I just see these big security guys and a nigga in black, like it's a black sweatsuit and a hat. I can't really see who it is, but I know it's another celebrity important person because this room only important people walking in this room. This ain't even no type of room you can get in unless you're an important person. But he came in with aggression. They moving. But I seen security guys with him, so I knew it wasn't nothing for us. Like it was no threat to us or me or Shy. It was like control because they had to get in. They had to go through all this so you know it's somebody. And then I looked. It was like a glance once he got a little bit past me. I'm like, damn, that's Diddy. I ain't say nothing. I looked at Shy. Shy looked at me. I was not about to run in there. First of all, time I'm here with Shy. I'm just not about to run in there and say Wale and be like, Wale, Diddy come like that. I would have died. Like that's out of my control. First of all, this fuck daddy. I promise you. I don't know what gangsta I do in the street. This Uncle Buck, this is off my list. This is off my radar right here. I can't do nothing with this. I'm gonna stand down. So man, Shy like, oh. So as they go in there, they go back there, but they shut the door. It's a blind. All right, it's a studio part, the booth part. It's like a blind back there. Like it's a pop part. They do orchestra back there. So with a booth at, it's like an orchestra, like a church show. You can open it and you can see in the studio where they record, or you can shut it. Like those y'all ever been to a graduation in the blind shut? You can shut the blinds and you can't even see back there. Diddy and went back there and shut the blinds. All I heard was a rock, but not punches, like shit, like moving around, tables and shit. But I'm like, oh. So me and Shy run to the blinds. We peeping through the blinds. I'm peeping through the blinds. Shy peeping through the blinds. I swear for God, it's a balcony in the studio, like an out balcony. You can see over the back. I swear to God, my grandmother, they got Wale over top of his feet. They got him off his feet, hanging off the balcony. Like he hanging off the balcony. They dangling by his feet. I can't really hear what they saying. I'm like, Shy, man, be quiet. Shy don't know what's going on. Shy, first of all, Shy go back and help Wale. This is man. He can go back to Shy. Ain't must move. I swear to God. Shy like, man, what they doing? I said, man, they got him over the balcony by his feet. They're like, man, no, he don't. That ain't him. Like, show that is him. We knew it was him because we know what type of shoes Wale wore to the studio, and we seen them jump up in the air. So who put on Wale's shoes? Nobody. That was Wale's feet over there. So boom. So I'm like, Mo, what the hell is going on? But Wale had already hipped us to this, that Diddy is crazy about this Cassie girl and nobody can be around her, just that the third.
Wow, y'all. And now we're hearing today that her friend got allegedly hung over the balcony by Diddy and slung across some patio furniture. Okay. This video of Wale, and thank you, Candace, for sharing that. This was a year ago. So this shows, and this is something I wish they would have submitted into evidence, but I guess they would have to prove this or have some type of proof. But it shows a pattern that this is not beneath him. Also, it shows his character too. Okay, that he is capable of doing this to people. Wow, I just cannot believe that. And notice, y'all, people are around and they don't say anything. They were afraid of this man. Okay, they were afraid of this man. I don't know if y'all have seen that movie Blink Twice. And it was something profound that the main character said at the end, which reminded me a lot about Diddy. I don't know. But he told one of the boys that was there with them while a lot of things were happening to those women when they were under the influence. He said the guy was confused. And he was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What did I do? What did I do? He said, that's it. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. A lot of people around during this time that knew of these things happening, they did not do anything. Whether it was out of fear, whether it was out of their own motivations that they wanted to be famous, okay, or that was their boy, that he had all this power and influence. You know what, Healing Hearts, they said pictures are available. However, it's like, I don't know if they showed it there in the court. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, David, I'm going to allow you to stay in here, but please don't keep putting that and spamming up the chat. Okay, I appreciate that. All right, let me pull up the other part that we were looking at. Okay. With Armand.
Yes. Kathy asked you actually the first night, right? Do you get high? Yes. And then from that day forward, you and Cassie just started getting high all the time. You just start getting high all the time, right? True. Well, yes. They said, I know you mentioned, a few other drugs and stuff like that, but I want to go into a few more. Weed? She said, yes. What does that make you do? Well, I'm excited, kind of hungry, and okay. Edibles? Yeah, not too much, but I did, the edibles. We do those edibles. Cocaine? I remember you said the cocaine makes you feel confident.
Yeah, let me pause here for a second for a recall alert. I don't know if y'all noticed or seen anything, but I just saw something on Facebook a few minutes ago that the Haribo, y'all know that brand, Haribou, the gummies, there was a family that got sick, okay? Well, after sampling some of the Haribo gummy candy, they found that they had some marijuana, okay? And it's like, no, wait a minute. I have eaten those gummy bears before. I don't know if that was just in that area that they had a little of that in it, or is that all of them? Okay. I told my kids we're not getting that brand anymore. So I don't know. But check the recall list for the Haribo gummies if that's something that you or your kids eat. I just had to do a little bookmark there for a second.
Ketamine. What does that do? Tell us in the jury what that does. She said, it opens your mind. She said, have you been in a ketamine hole, a K-hole? She said, yeah. I don't know what a K-hole is. It sounds freaky. Do you want to come to my K-hole? I don't know.
Yes,
ecstasy. She said, I feel loose and uplifting. Molly? Well, I know. No, you remember you said that you guys would always do Molly all the time. She said, well, no, we do it. I just asked you, would you and Cassie do Molly together? Yes. G? She said, please tell us, me and everybody, what does that do?
Right, yo.
They said, G makes you feel like you're on alcohol. She says, isn't it true that you said that G makes you?
But wait, y'all. I want to get to the part. Why they put this lady on the stand? Okay. Why? Because, baby.
Dibble and dabble and drop sprinkles of cocaine in the holes. And that's the coke. They said you sold Cassie drugs on a weekly basis, correct? She said, true.
Yes, Candace.
Have you ever seen Cassie do pills? Yes. Isn't it true that you bought Cassie 100 pills?
Wow.
True. Why did you do that? And isn't it true that you were nervous? I was. Why did you give it to her? They were hers. Cassie was so high, she had 100 pills, Xanax, Vicodin, Percocets. They said she did a lot of drugs with Cassie. They said, isn't it true that you would also send Cassie to different drug dealers? She said, yes. Because she was acting like, I don't remember. No, she was acting like she didn't remember. Because now she started acting like she didn't remember. She said, Isn't it true that you sent Cassie to a drug dealer? I don't remember. What's the name? Ray J?
Uh-oh.
And everybody, ooh, ooh. So you sent Cassie to get drugs from Ray J? You know that name? Oh, I don't remember. I don't know. Who is Ray J? Didn't you tell the government you sent Cassie to the drug dealer? Ray J? Everybody, ooh. Ray J. Then she said, "Oh, I'm not sure. Who is Ray J?"
Girl, don't get out. I'm not. And why someone put in Armand's chat? Let me find out. Ray J is one stop. Because remember, some of the other, I think I forgot which one of them testified that Diddy allegedly would send him. I think it was the assistant to one stop to get any drugs that they needed. Okay. And you know, a couple of people put that in the chat. Let me find out that Ray J is one stop because they haven't said who one stop is. They haven't said that. Shelly said, see, that's why Ray J was going crazy on lives. He knew. Shelly, yes, I agree with that. He did not want this to come out. Okay.
Oh, it sounds like that singer guy. I don't know. I don't remember. She said, "Oh, okay." She said, "But singer, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No," she said, "But I don't know if that's him. It sounds like that singer guy, but I don't know if that's him." So apparently, Ray J and Cassie, or Ray J, according to these documents, whoever Ray J is, we don't know, because she said it could be that singer guy. She don't know a Ray J, but that whoever Ray J was delivering the drugs to Cassie. That was one of Cassie's drug dealers, is what was said in the courtroom today.
Ooh, woo!
I don't know how many Ray J's is in the world. I only know one.
Me too.
So I don't know if she sent Ray J to. They said, who else did you send to deliver drugs to Cassie? And she acted like she didn't know. And they said, who is Ray J? So apparently, Ray J delivered some drugs to Cassie at one point. Okay.
Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but Ray J was also there with Whitney Houston. And y'all, a lot of people in Armand's chat during this particular part were putting that they thought Ray J also had something to do allegedly with Whitney Houston's death. Okay, and they were saying rest in peace, Whitney, over and over. Like, that was the first thing that hit my mind. See, I don't forget things. I just put it in the back in like a little file cabinet. So when I can put another piece to the puzzle with it, then I'm like, oh, okay, now wait a minute. Because hi, Mrs. X, welcome. Thank you for joining. Because some of this, y'all, I didn't know. I did a live on this one time. And it was during that time when I was looking into some of this, I was like, wait a second. So Whitney had almost drowned before the actual day. Okay. She walked into an interview with Brandy, which is Ray J's sister, and Clive Davis. They were doing an interview. Whitney Houston came with her daughter. Okay. They came up to them out of nowhere. And they were looking at Whitney like they had seen a ghost. Okay. This was before she actually passed away. And so then during that time, she was like telling Bobby Christina, here, come say hi to your goddad. Y'all know I miss Whitney. And so she was telling Bobby Christina to come and give him a hug. Now, while she was doing that, Whitney slipped Brandy a note. Brandy opened the note up and was like, and she hurried up and closed the note. To this day, we don't know what was on that note. Okay. Now, fast forward, the day that she passed away, Ray J came and was with her. Also, Bobby Christina's ex-husband that also is now deceased due to drugs that probably has something to do with her death allegedly as well. Okay, the god brother that she ended up marrying. Well, did they ever get married or were they just engaged? I forgot. Did they get engaged, y'all? I forgot. Anyways, he was in the midst too. Okay, now hearing this situation about Ray J giving Cassie allegedly these drugs, okay, it made me think about Whitney and how Whitney was acting during the time that she was with Ray J. Y'all know it was a little period where they were dating, okay? It was a little period, and Whitney seemed like she had started, she went to rehab, got better. I don't know how she ended up with Ray J, okay? That came out of nowhere. And then she was acting up again. It's like she was back on that stuff, okay? Jessica said allegedly they have reopened Michael Jackson and Whitney's cases. Jessica, I hope they do. If that's true, I really hope they do. Shout out to Candace for the super sticker. I appreciate that, sis, and thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. Hey, DM, welcome. Okay. Hi, Miss White. Thank y'all for joining. Diddy used fear to gain fame and fortune. The real talent was his artist, not him, and he knew it. Exactly. Okay, he knew it. He has many insecurities, probably. Okay, lacking in the bedroom, so he got to get other people to please his women. Okay, and then his talent, because baby, you didn't start blowing up until Biggie. Okay, we're not gonna even go there. Was gone. Because we knew you were the little background little dancer. You were around, but he really didn't start coming out to the forefront until Biggie was gone. So then all of that time, y'all, I felt deceived almost that I did not realize Ray J had been there with Whitney Houston. Now, instead of him leaving through the front of the hotel, he is leaving out the back. They are covering him up. There's a video of him leaving, hurrying out through the back of the hotel, being escorted quickly to a car. And they have like this little, a jacket over him. I don't know if y'all seen that video. Okay, I did a whole live about this. I forgot the name of it. So then, y'all, this is another piece I never knew. I never knew that Brandy was allegedly the one that found Whitney Houston. I never knew that all of these years. I never knew that. Okay. Now, also, we don't know what was on the note. Diddy, in a way, every time I say Diddy, now I think of Armand. Diddy and Ray J did a press conference. They are the ones that shared that Whitney Houston had passed away. And where did it come from in all of this? I'm telling y'all, it's almost like things are like being exposed and you have to take a look backwards now. When all of this stuff is coming out, take a look backwards. Because why are they out there doing a press conference? Okay, where are family at? What did it got to do with Whitney Houston passing away? Then after that, he went on to the Ellen DeGeneres talk show. Okay. And baby, Ellen asked him something about Whitney, and baby, his whole face, he got scared. Okay. He got scared when she brought that question up. I don't know if y'all saw that interview. He quickly had to think of an answer to her question. Okay, Yo-Yo said, I heard that Brandy found her too. Yeah, at the time, sis, I never knew that. They really left that part out. Yeah, she's going to protect her brother. Okay, she's not going to tell on her brother. Regardless of what was found out, what went down, she is not going to tell on her brother. Tupac gone because of Diddy. Oh no, you're not throwing me out, girl, because it's all Lincoln. Okay. And really, Suge Knight's recent interview, Suge doesn't want to be the snitch. Y'all know it's a code out there. Okay. It's a code. He does not want to be a snitch. So Suge is not going to really say it out front like that. But you could tell the way that Piers Morgan was asking and it kept asking. He wanted to say something, but I think he's waiting. He knows that Diddy had something to do with that. Okay, there was a whole check that came out that was written from Diddy. Okay, why you writing a check to these guys that unalive Tupac? And y'all, and I also shared that interview. Suge Knight also said that they purposely took away Tupac's security that night when they went out. Okay, it was all a part of a plan. I truly feel that, and I felt that even from back then. Okay, so it's nothing new. I've been feeling that way. Okay, Healing Hearts, I'm telling you, this is a lot, y'all. It is a lot, and a lot of this is going to come out. Like I said, Diddy is very strategic. He is trying to send messages out to these people in a slick way because they said that Diddy almost is controlling what these prosecutors. Not the prosecutors, the defense team, they're saying, they're asking. He knows the people that are on the stand. He knows their personal business. He knows a lot about them. He knows who's going to get them to talk. He knows what makes them afraid and everything. Okay, he probably purposely told them about that situation so that Ray J's name could be thrown out there. Ray J, he getting a message out to you, okay, in his own slick way. The guy that unalived Tupac is, but the uncle said it was a hit, but they never got the money. Right, Candace. Yeah, it made me speechless too. There are a lot of people going down and cases are being reopened, and I believe that, and they should be. Okay, they should have been reopened already. It's gonna come out. And then allegedly, y'all, he told this girl, the friend that testified today when they were on this photo shoot, said Diddy walked up to her and came up behind her and said that I'm the devil and I'm going to, y'all know the unalive word, I could. He said he could do that if he wanted to. See, because he's been getting away with it allegedly all these years, he feels he's untouchable. That people are afraid to talk. No one's going to tell on him, that he has covered all of his bases. Okay? Because he's been getting away with it so long. But I feel that he even had a hand, and it's so much I want to say. I'm not going to say it on here, but it's so many things that when I look back in hindsight, that I feel that he had a hand in to get things to move in his direction, in his favor. Hi, Jasmine. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So I think she may be back on the stand tomorrow for redirect. And then, y'all, tomorrow they're going to bring in a Jane Doe. Okay, another Jane Doe that was allegedly abused by Diddy. Okay, now that defense team, y'all, they have no mercy. Okay, when they do their little cross examinations, they know how to kind of get people to get tripped up. So especially with that last Mia lady, that was hard to watch, okay, or read about. Yeah, I don't know how the jury is feeling about her. I don't know. Sounds familiar to someone we all know on YouTube who feels like they are untouchable. Yes, Queen. Okay. Ray J calls, hey, Jasmine, we're going to say alleged. I do feel that gave us something. Okay. Baby. And yeah, Clive Davis, because y'all know Whitney had met with Clive Davis not too long before that too. Okay. And allegedly there was a disagreement going on between the two. So I don't know what that little disagreement was or what transpired there. Have you seen the meme of Diddy and LeBron in the bunk of a jail cell with Jay-Z standing there crying? No. Y'all. And when he said with the Wale video that I just showed, one thing that I thought about was on that. Okay, y'all know that. What is the name of that video? The Pink Panther video that y'all know when Beyonce was in Pink Panther, and she did a video with it was some rappers. Oh, what were the rappers? It was on the boy, you're looking like you like what you see. What you come on over to look up on it. Y'all know that song? And it was some rappers that she did that with. Well, they said that Jay-Z allegedly called and told the security that he did not want those guys around Beyonce unless they were shooting the video part. Like they couldn't just be over there hanging out. So it made me think about that when Wale, during that incident, when he was in there with Cassie, they're recording music and all that, he comes in there putting the guy over the balcony. These guys are crazy, okay? They're crazy to do things like this. Like, my thing is, you want to beat on her, but then you don't want her around people. You don't want her out of your sight. She can't go nowhere. Which one is it? Okay, you scared she gonna leave you? And then when she leave you, what she gonna do? You got all the money. So what was it? I just know it's the power. It's the control factor for me. Yeah, bomb. Yeah, he needs to get it together. He needs to get it together. Jasmine, girl, we look allegedly okay. We thinking on the same line. Because you know he was trying to keep his name out there. Wasn't Bobby and Whitney daughter, Bobby Christina boyfriend? Yes, he was too. That's what I'm saying. He was there. You know what he was into. See, this is the thing. Someone had to bring it there for them. Okay. Where are the cameras? Y'all know they have cameras everywhere. Who was at that room last? Who walked out of there? Okay, who went into that room? It was no investigation. They just saw her. Oh, let's run a little autopsy. No one looked into it. Just like with Twitch, they didn't really look into that. Okay, Slim Thug. Okay, that's who it was. Yes, and things have been out about Aaliyah's death allegedly too. But yes, y'all. So we're gonna keep up with this. I'm gonna continue to follow that because today, y'all, that there, I don't know how the jury is feeling about that witness with her keep saying, oh yeah, no, we stayed high and whoo, girl, quit saying that. Just answer the questions, okay? Just answer the questions. All of them, girl. Can you believe that? And Bobby Christina passed away the same way her mama did. And who was the one common denominator? He was around too for both of those. The ex that's now and also Candace, the boyfriend, the godson, whoever he was, passed away because of that. And the dealer, the guy who was also giving them the drugs. Okay. It was like how all of them ended up dying because of that. All of them. It was so crazy. It is. It's very suspect. And her family didn't care because she was more worth more deceased than alive. Only Bobby Christina, the only one who cared, right? And that's so sad because they're still turn it down because they're still trying to profit off of her. Yes, that is so sad. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. And speaking of untouchable, there is another person that we kind of talked about last night, and there was a new short that came out that I wanted to share today and kind of get into a little thing that I just think she is either not aware that I'm just trying to think because my mind, it's just hard for me to wrap it around her sometimes. I don't know if she's aware that when she's trying to prove things, she makes herself look worse. Okay. Like every time she tries to come out here and prove something to everyone, then you're making yourself look crazy. Okay. It really is, Candace. Girl, I cannot wait to see where this goes. It is, and they all come across as addicts to me. Yes. Oh, and let me say this before I move into the next topic. one thing that is a common denominator that I'm noticing in this also is they're wondering, why are these people staying? Why did they come back? Okay, why didn't they say anything? That's one thing he almost has going for him that works in his favor, because he did all of this stuff to all of these people. They never told on him, but they would seem to make their way on back. Okay, they would never tell anyone else outside of, people who saw it. So it make it look like, was this a choice that y'all not telling anyone? Everybody around, no one saying anything or any of that. I'm like, it's weird. It is really weird. And I know, with those types of things, if they know of some things he's capable of, that could be a fear. But if you had a chance to get away and you weren't Cassie, what was your reason for staying around? Okay, go get a job somewhere where you're not being beat or assaulted. Tell someone. It is crazy, but that's a common thread that you see throughout this trial. This man has been, oh my gosh, doing some stuff allegedly. Yes, he really does, Candace. He really does. Sounds like he's the plug or hookup alleged. Right. Now let's see what he will have to say. That's what I'm gonna be on the lookout for, because y'all know he don't know when to close his mouth. And then when Whitney was being taken out, see, now I understand your reaction, Ray J. Okay, do y'all remember when they were taking Whitney's body out, the casket, and Ray J was standing by Brandy? Okay, and the camera pan, you could almost see, and he was reaching out to Whitney, her casket, and he acted like he was about to pass out, and Brandy catching him and stuff. Y'all know what happened, in my opinion. Y'all know what happened. Now I understand what your reaction was about, because I was like, they weren't even dating that long for him to be all distraught like that, like he about to fall out. Yeah, okay, it's one. Okay, hell of a drug, baby. And they were on all of them, all types of them. It wasn't just, oh, this is my one thing. Some people just stick with one. No, they were on multiple for days in, day out. Probably rarely was sober. Okay, baby, just walking around. Yes, he was putting on. And who else? We don't even know who else he's been doing this to. See, one thing Cassie better be good. See, I'm gonna be honest, God was with her. Now I got some things on just, I could say on some of the motives and things like that, especially after we heard some stuff today. But I don't think anyone deserves, and this is my true belief, no one deserves to be beat or anything like that. Y'all know I'm against all of that. I can say that girl, after all the stuff she went through, God was really with her. Okay? Because with all of these drugs, this girl said she brought her 100 pills. All of that in her system, going through all of these freak offs. Okay? And you are still here? Look at some of the ones that didn't make it. Okay, they got a taste of one and it didn't turn out right. Okay? It didn't end well for them. So I can clearly say, baby, she has some praying parents. She got some praying somebody that she was able to get out of there. And I pray that she does not go back to that, because she came through a lot of different stuff that she went through. According to what's coming out now, they did a lot. Yes, exactly, Yolanda. They were in zombie mode all of the time. They asked the one girl, well, did you feel pain after he allegedly, slung her on the balcony and stuff like that? She said, well, no, because with the rugs, you really don't feel the pain. It was only when I was kind of sober, I started feeling it. Wait, what? And she said the last time she remembers doing the rugs was with Cassie and Diddy back in 2018. It was in March. And they asked her, you know, she has a tattoo of that day. And I think March 25th or something like that. And she said the reason that it stands out to her, she said that was the last time she did drugs, and they went onto it was an 8-hour ketamine, just doing it for 8 hours. That's a whole work day. Yes. Okay. Is that what it is? And some people were in the comments talking about, is that what Elon Musk take or something allegedly? I don't know. But they were bringing his name up. I was like, wait a minute. What? Baby, y'all know everything. Some stuff. I'm like, how these people keeping up with all this stuff? Yep, you're easy to control. Yeah. Well, allegedly, when they found Whitney, Clive kept the party going. Yep, he sure did. And didn't move Whitney's body till after the party was over. Okay, now that spoke volumes right there. I've seen interviews of Diddy and Cassie. You can tell they were in the Enterprise, honey. Okay, she called it the Enterprise. Okay, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if she called. Some that not trying to be funny. She might. Be okay. All that baby oil did they bring up in the trial? Yes, they did. And girl, why was there a list? The guy who testified, I think, was it Monday, said that they had a receipt. Oh yeah, this is the guy that was the COO. So they had to have receipts for different things that the company had to pay out. There was an expense for oil damage on the in the room, okay, and on the curtains. Baby, what are y'all doing that y'all getting all over these hotels, curtains and things like that? Okay, having to clean up afterwards because the rooms were such a hot mess. Like, you need to take that to your own house. See, they went and they would dirty up these people's hotel rooms. They would dirty up these people's hotel rooms. Didn't want to do all that at the house. Okay, got these people having to replace curtains and things. Did it nasty. Okay. Yeah, they brought up that baby. Or I already told y'all, something happened to that man, in my opinion, and it involved some baby oil. And he never got over it. Okay. So now he uses that. If he takes that, it explains the robotic personality. Okay. Hi, Uncle Rose. Welcome. They said, I'm telling you, they were like $500 damage for oil damage on the walls. And then he must just be shooting the oil. You know how the baby oil comes out of the bottle. He must just be squirting baby oil all around the room. How do you have that much damage in a hotel room? Yeah, it's disgusting just splashing it around. The Glide, they got Astro Glide baby oil. Just sliding and gliding. Okay. Yeah, foul odors. Those people have to clean up behind them. And sometimes the assistants would go in there to pick up any paraphernalia or, things that the housekeepers could use against him. They didn't clean up the rooms. Okay. They just kind of cleaned up and tidied up, make sure he didn't leave any evidence of things he should not be doing. Diddy's eyes when he is high look like dark, glassy marbles, and he was yelling about being the king or some mess. Right. He thinks he's the king. Yeah, sliding and gliding. Okay. Girl, they got all in Astro Glide. Child, that's some nasty mess. Probably not a condom in sight. And that's what they needed. You know what? Out of every assistant that has testified, y'all, I have not heard any of those assistants say that they took some condoms to these rooms. The main things we hear them say, oh, we took out his rugs and his Visine, I think, Visine, and his little baggie with this little stuff. You never hear about condoms, okay? With all that sliding and gliding, baby, y'all, that's the main thing we should have found in a little Gucci bags. They said he would put the oil in a swimming pool. Right. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Something happened with that oil. I'm sorry, I'm stuck there. Something happened in his life with oil. Hi, Terry. Welcome. I had to peep in. I'm telling you, Aqua Rose, girl, it's crazy. It is crazy. And then having these people have to clean that stuff up because he didn't want to. And then the tape, y'all, I don't know if you heard about that, but the tape where from the hotel, you know, that went viral, they brought that up yesterday, that this quorum lady, KK, the one that they call KK, they need her right there with Diddy. She needs to be in the chair right there because she was in on a lot of stuff. I don't care how she come out saying I'm innocent. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's some stuff you did too. Okay. So once that happened, Diddy had her call the security guard at the hotel asking, can we come and view the tape, or is there a tape that you can give us, because you know if it gets out that could be bad. And so the guy said, well, y'all got to get a subpoena or get someone to come up here and get it. So then she puts Diddy on the phone, and Diddy's trying to use his influence and his niceness and his power, thinking he's all powerful, saying, oh, you know, my man Eddie, you know, you my angel, I know you can make something happen, da 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 da. So the guy tells his manager that Diddy wants to take, and he's willing to pay because he said, I'll take care of you. Okay. No, Candace, not yet. Mm-mm. And he said, well, I'll give it to him for 50K. So he tells her, KK, and KK tells Diddy, and then they send him the address. The guy shows up. He gets there, security takes him up to the room. And Diddy all, hey, Eddie, my angel, I know you were going to make something happen and all of that. So he makes the guy sign an NDA. Okay. He makes him sign an NDA. And after that, hold on one second, y'all. What is this? Hold on, Michael. Okay. And so after that, he gave him cash, y'all, 100K. And he asked him what was he going to do with that money. He said, don't, you know, make any big purchases. So the guy gives 50K to his manager. He keeps 30K. He said he bought him a used car cash and gave 20K to the other security guard that was there. So he thought that was the only tape. Little did he know, they gave him a copy. Okay. They gave him a copy. Hold on one second. Oh, child. I'm getting alerts, security alerts. I'm like, hold up, what's going on? Got to ask my kids. So y'all trying to log into my stuff? I'm getting alerts. Yes, his testimony was lying. I mean, once again, nothing was reported. Okay, no cameras. He just let it slide. So I mean, same stuff. Okay, if somebody telling you that they gonna do this and they all in your house, baby, what? Nothing happened to him. Okay, it just was weird. Thank you, Mrs. X, for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. Y'all, if you would like to help me reach my goal, you can send a super chat for any amount and it will go towards my goal, or make sure you hit that like button. That is for free. Okay. Seems like everyone was messing with Diddy on the low. Okay. I think so too. Healing Hearts. See, we haven't heard about all that part yet. Okay. The parts we've heard about are only Diddy sitting to the side watching Cassie with these men or these other freak offs. We ain't heard about the stuff he's been allegedly doing with people. Okay, that part ain't came out yet. So, all right, moving to our next topic at hand. I wanted to pull up a short from Thorn, okay? Talking about the caption. Let's see, that caption said, I don't care. Stop saying my husband is a brokey to make you feel better for being a brokey. Okay. So anytime she's trying to prove to other people something, it goes wrong. It's an epic fail. I don't know. She just hasn't learned. I don't know why. So let me pull up this video that she did today. And I'm gonna pause it.
I already got a man that provided one something you hope. Y'all got me on Candy's camera looking a mess, but I already got a man that provided one something you hoes don't have, and I got time today. So while I get out the shower, my sister tell me like, oh, I was on TikTok and I saw a meme of you and Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Remy Ma, and they said this is why you shouldn't get with a broke nigga. As some of y'all may know, today I have a 18-month-old baby named River, and about a year ago, I got in an argument with my man. I posted it on live, and I was cussing him out on live. Y'all will not let that shit go, and I understand.
Okay, hold up. So who created that meme? Okay, because I don't see her on the meme with any of those people. I don't see her in that category. See, this OF has got her head messed up. Hi, Southern Belle. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Healing Hearts, for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. Hi, Brenda. So, girl, who made that meme? You. Because, baby, who would have thought about you in the same category? See, right now, this OF account and this whole situation of being in the top 3 is going to her head. Y'all know that people like Black China, she's in the top percent, number 1, and she's saying that she's coming for that number 1 spot. So I guess now that she's on OF in the top categories with some of these other people, she feels like she's up there. Child, I don't think anyone thought of you and those people in the same category. Okay, let me just go ahead and say that it seems like either you making this up or it's a meme you create. Because that was number 1 to this. I never would have seen. Did anybody see it? Karen, did you see it? Anybody seen her on the meme with these important people, these celebrities? I just don't have no words for her with her jelly. Probably not. Okay, I told y'all not gonna see her with clothes till winter. Get used to it. Everything gonna be out. Okay. Yeah, she's outside of her home. She needs to take care of her children. Yes, Candace, this is the KOK. Okay. The Queen of Kings. We call her Thorn, but I haven't seen a meme. So that was number 1. I don't know what meme she's talking about. Yes, Rebecca, he really has. Okay, Angie hasn't seen it either. Okay, I was just making sure that I wasn't tripping. Okay.
Understand why? Because it makes you broke niggas feel better about yourself that you're a broke nigga and you don't provide for your woman, and it makes you broke bitches that don't have men that provide for y'all. Maybe you taking care of the nigga, and it make you feel better about yourself. We're not the same.
Girl. Now y'all hear what she's saying before we get into the proof she's showing. She said that it's not good to take care of your man. Okay. Let me rewind it just so in case y'all missed what she said on that little part. Just put a bookmark there and remember what she's saying. Okay.
Because it makes you broke niggas feel better about yourself that you're a broke nigga and you don't provide for your woman, and it makes you broke bitches that don't have men that provide for y'all. Maybe you taking care of the nigga, and it make you feel better about yourself.
You taking care of the nigga makes you feel better about yourself. Okay, let's see.
We're not the same. I promise. For me, I fully understand, like I said it okay, but like it's the fact that you guys refuse to believe. You want to believe the narrative that you want to believe to make you feel better about yourself, when I've explained to y'all multiple times. So I'll show you the papers. I'm trying not to show too much, you guys, but as you guys see, this is my husband, Brett Miller. I cannot afford to purchase us or even afford a home loan.
Okay, so she's once again oversharing. Okay. She's oversharing. Now, this document is from 21. We are now what year? 25. We would probably need to see some up-to-date documents, but like I said, hey, she's trying to prove a point. Everyone is not jealous of you, Thorn. My husband does not be. Ooh, okay. Shit. Wait a minute. She said he don't beat the kids. Okay. I know he was mad. Okay. After that incident last night, for y'all that don't know, last night during a live, Thorn and her sister, they were in the car and they were jamming and all this, doing all this dancing and showing their boobies. So there was one part where they were doing a two truths, but she got it mixed up because she was like two lies, one truth, and all that. So she said something about being a disciplinarian. Okay. You know what? Hold on. Let me pull that up right quick. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me pull this up.
Hearing them get whoopings, bro. The other day I had to go outside. They're gonna send us to CPS. Oh God! I'm just saying, I hate when they get in trouble. Damn. Pack your bags. Just oh my gosh. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. No, but when I tell you, like, by tomorrow morning, CPS will be in real life. I swear to God. I'm not even mad at it at all. Like, I really don't care. I swear on everything. Well, but when I say they literally will, I promise you. Just watch. Take one sleep, wake up. You'll be like, hi, I was waiting for you with cookies. I knew you'd be here. They're going to be like, so Rose, we saw that they get their asses beat. Yes, ma'am. And yes, they do. They get disciplined. I don't like when kids get in trouble around me. I'm the auntie that, you know how it is being an auntie. You don't want your nephews getting in trouble in front of you. Me and her almost got into it. So like, Rose, how do you beat the ass? I take a belt and I throw it to my husband and I say, get him, babe. That's how I do. Jake said he already hearing them get whoopings, bro.
Okay. So that was the incident. They thought CPS was a laughing, well, definitely Thorn thought CPS was a laughing matter, and it's not. Okay. It's really not funny. And that was, one of the things that came out. Now, going back to this document, 2021, Shelly said all that shows me is that you got a lot of debt, because she said she couldn't afford it. Okay, that's what she said. So she's showing her husband's information and how much he made back in 2021. I'm still trying to understand that. If you're trying to prove a point, why are you showing his information? Show his base pay there, his bonuses, and then it showed he made, over almost 7.5K a month. Okay. Right, Aqua Rose. All right, so let's continue.
At the time, he made $7,500, and that was in 2021. Okay, so make it make sense, Brett Miller. Okay. I met my husband in 2018. He was the sole provider until about 2022 when I started making money on social media. And then I started, obviously, making more money than him, as you can see here on my tax returns. Rose Miller.
So now she's showing client source of income verification, source of income, $154,158. Man, I still want to know where all that money is. That's a lot of money in 1 year, child. Okay, Pepper's Place said they were renting the house they currently live in, not buying. Okay. 2021, he didn't make anything after taxes for a fam of 5. Okay. I think Peach was on the one I saw too. Oh, really? Okay. That is the application with the quote. Oh, see, my husband has been in my son's life since he was 4, and he told me out of respect for his dad, which is deceased, no man should put hands on kids that is not theirs. Oh, okay. Yes, so some people do believe in that as well. I understand, but it depends on how. But my husband said he will always talk or punish, but never hands, and I respect that. I can respect that. The caption says something like, "Let's talk about these sector moms" or something like that. Oh, okay. Wow. She can be talking to us intelligent people. Exactly. Hashtag save the kids. Make it make sense. This is sick beyond so many levels. She needs to take a seat. Okay. Today, him and my son have a great relationship. And Shelly, you know what? I can respect that. I can respect that. So this is her document here of the 154,000. So it shows that she started, I guess, making more than him. Still not really showing too much. Okay, let's just go with that.
$154,000 salary. So I really don't give a fuck, and like I really clearly don't have anything to prove to you guys. But please stop playing.
Okay, but you just did. I hate when people say that. You just did that though. You don't have anything to prove. You wouldn't be doing the short. So you were showing something, but that really wasn't proving anything.
And my man, and more than my man, stop playing my daddy. Like he raised the girl like that. That's gonna be taking care of a man. Of course, when you get an argument, y'all have gotten in an argument before and told your man he got a small dick. Like, let's not pretend that you ain't getting an argument before and tell your man, oh, you're ugly. I'm not attracted to you when you are. Okay, so chill on my man and don't put me on no shit like that. First of all, let's be very real. He's white. He has a bachelor's degree.
Okay. First of all, if we're gonna say that you're not taking care of your man, you probably shouldn't have shown that you're making more than him. Okay, at this point in 2025, because he isn't working. It seems like when he wants to work, you tell him to stop working. So you're making more than him. He's at home taking care of the kids. So technically, you are taking care of your man. Okay. I mean, am I missing something? Doesn't that look like what's happening here? And then she's saying he's a white man with a bachelor's degree. Okay, what? Because there are other black men, black women with master's and doctorate degrees. Okay, so that's not the highest level. I know you may not consider education as a top factor or important because you did. Okay, finish that. So my thing is that's not the top level, boo. So just because you're throwing that out there, a lot of people have bachelor's degrees. A lot, black and white. So why are we thinking, oh, because no, what you really want to say is he's a white man, because you could probably say he has white privilege. Is that what you really want to say? Because having the bachelor's degree, what are you proving in that? A lot of people have that. Okay. And more. So that's not proving anything. I don't know how all this goes together yet, but I'm still listening. Okay, girl, we still trying to figure it out too. Hey, April. Looking like Jungle John. Okay. How about show Bigfoot's current? Thank you, PM. We are not crazy. Girl, don't pull up something from 2021. If you're going to prove something, because you really don't have to prove anything to us. We already know that you're making more than him and taking care of him. So, I mean, why put out something from 2021? We don't even know the year of yours. You didn't even show a year. So, when you're showing evidence, you need to show good evidence, current evidence to make a point. Not that I want to see all their finances, but these forms aren't proving their income to me. Right. What is this proving? Who cares? I live in the DMV area and there are white people with masters that can't get a job, but you would know nothing about that, Jelly Joe. Okay. I've never told my husband any of that, no matter what any argument was about. Right. So now she got those balloons. She kind of talking different. What is her actual point? She doesn't have one. She doesn't have a point. This made no sense. It made no sense whatsoever. Bachelor's doesn't mean much these days. Depends on what your major is, right? Because you could have a master's and it still be hard for you to get a job. No, he doesn't have a bachelor's degree. Neither does her sister. Remember when she was bashing the educated? Well, I thought her sister just got her bachelor's. She just graduated. She says she lives in a $600,000 home, but lives in one of the best gated communities in the U.S. Baby, try moving up to a $3 million and brag in Vegas. Okay, exactly. The most bothered person we've ever seen. Hey, Dreamy Girl, thank you for joining, sis. Yes, so if you would like to make a contribution, complimentary donations. Dreamy Girl just put multiple ways in the chat, and I do appreciate that. Getting on the internet, speaking and looking like a clown. Yes, the 345 overweight luggage doesn't have his bachelor's, or she would have shown it. Girl, don't give her ideas. She's going to show it next. Don't do that. Hold on one second, y'all. Let's see. She looks like a little munchie doll. Oh, munchie doll from the 80s. If you don't know what it is, Google it. Girl, I'm done. Okay, not the munchie. She definitely taking care of him. She said her sugar pappy taking care of all of them. Lars always forget what they say. She forgets constantly. Yeah. Not you Googling it. Her sister. Oh, it was an associate's? Why did I think it was a bachelor's? Well, congratulations. That's still something more than what Thorn has. Hi, Shalana. Welcome. Okay. Oh my goodness. I thought it was a bachelor's.
And bitch, he's white in America with a bachelor's degree. So why the fuck would he be broke?
Girl, what does that have to do with anything? Because you have a degree, you have to still go out and apply for jobs and get a job. It's not magic. Okay. Oh, I just graduated. It's a lot of those now, especially this season. But guess what? You're still broke until you go fill out an application, go on some interviews, go into that building, okay, and get hired. And it depends on what job you have. And I don't care what color. She's always trying to throw color in there. It doesn't matter what color you are. Okay. And having a bachelor's degree.
Fuck. If you ever purchase a home, you know that it's a thorough investigation of your income and verification before you can qualify for a $475,000 loan. Okay.
Okay, girl, that was 2021. What about the home now? See, it's a difference in years. And no one will really question this or really care. But because you're putting it out here, it just, hey, we can talk about it because you're still lying. What does that have to do with the home you're in? Are you buying that one? Are you renting that one? And it's okay. No shade against either one. But if you're going to prove a point, prove a current point.
I couldn't qualify at the time. That's why I am not on the loan, but I am on the title because my man did that for me. Okay. And so today, of course, the bitch started making a little money and she like, oh, you ain't making nothing. Yeah, we both make money. Oh, and the $7,400, that was 4 years ago. That was in 2021. It's more now. So Buki, don't do it.
How's it more now? And when he was calling from work, you're asking, how much did you make tonight? She forgets that we were on the live. She was on live asking that man, how much was he bringing home tonight? Okay. Shout out to Mrs. X for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. She forgot about that. Oh, how old is she? Y'all think she just turned, was it 30? She's like 30, 31. I've been watching her for what, a year? I think she just turned 30. She's young. She got a lot to learn. You guys, and I know she does not live in a gated community. That is something new. She recently started saying she never said that previously. She said she lived in a mansion, not a gated community. Right, exactly. Okay, and the imaginary real estate license. What happened with that? Y'all gonna have her pulling out everything. She just told us something about him. He has a little. Oh yeah, she's talking about Yeah, y'all know when y'all get mad and y'all say that to y'all man. I ain't never said that to my man. When we argue, even if well, really, me and my husband don't really argue like that. But even if we had a disagreement, okay, that would be the last thing I would think to say, even if you're trying to hurt him, because it wouldn't be, true. Girl, it's probably true. And y'all remember that short that she did, the little skit where they were to the side and she was saying that this is why he wouldn't leave me. And they walked over to the side. She said, if you leave me, I'm gonna tell everybody you got or you did this, or you got a small I said that, see, she said that multiple times. Okay. It might be a little true to it. And I do think Brad was in my bushes last night for the simple fact I was live the same time she was, right? They were in the car. Right when her sister said that about she has to walk out when Brad was disciplining the boys, someone came into my chat. I forgot who it was, and they told us what the sister had just said. After that, and we were talking about it, that's when Brad goes outside and she sees him. So he probably was in the bushes. Yeah, buy them some food and clothes. I like to see that bachelor's degree. Did he mumble his way through college? If so, why can't he find a decent job yet? He's stuck in a pimp position. He's not going anywhere now. Okay, with this OF account, and that is pulling in some money. Oh, he's satisfied. Do you know that she faked her graduation by buying a graduation cap and gown and fake diploma and took pics with her 2 kids? Are you serious? I can believe that. Wait a minute. Wait, Human Heart, she has some nails missing. See how y'all don't miss anything. Oh my goodness. How old is she? She was a little over 30, if not 30. Do y'all remember? I thought she just had a birthday. Was it December, right around when her grandmother passed away? V, do you remember? She said, I'm going back to they don't even have medical insurance. He isn't working like she says he's working. Exactly. He probably used to work. I can't believe it. She faked a graduation. I'm done. Drunk fights usually sling the truth. And this is really crap. None of us really care about. Exactly. But it's just that she freaking lies all the time when she brags. And it's like, girl, bragging is ugly and God doesn't like it. Right. I'm convinced Bigfoot works as a bouncer at a strip club. Because whatever he's doing, he's getting paid, it seems like, nightly. I think so too. Because she just had a birthday. Y'all gonna have her pulling out her birth certificate, driver's license, her fake diplomas.
Thank you. Y'all got me on Candy's camera looking a mess, but I already got a man up.
So, yeah. When trying to prove something goes wrong again, okay, it went wrong again, in my opinion. I really, yeah, I really don't think it proved anything. And really, we don't care. And I think she made that up just to have something else to talk about because of what happened last night. And people have been talking about that last night and today. So she's trying to make up, oh, y'all put this on a meme. Nobody puts you in a category with any of those women. They don't know you. Now, if we put Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna on a meme, yeah, they're celebrities. Girl, you're not just because you're showing your stuff and getting some subscriptions, okay, on what you're showing. That doesn't make you a celebrity. He needs to be in jail. This is X. Okay. He worked in a strip club as security before, right? Did you guys notice her boys finally got a new? I noticed that. She's making that corn money on her OnlyFans, and so she bought them cheap Target shorts and shirt and took a family picture. She was showing it off. I noticed that. Wait a minute, half her nails were missing. Oh, see. Y'all know I don't follow this woman, but when I do hear about her, one thing is for certain. She always cutting up. Even when I just listen, it ain't never good. Yep, never. Justice, get off there like that. Limo driver with a bachelor's. Not a limo driver. Yeah, TikTok got her in a chokehold. But you know, I didn't know people over there talked about her on TikTok, to be honest. You guys, did you notice she says Candace camera instead of Candid camera? No, I didn't notice. I will be right. Wait, yes, and her will be right again for ordering the beating. Oh yeah, for ordering it. She feels like she can put it on him. She's collecting evidence in case he ever leaves her. She's gonna say, yeah, he put his hands on me. There's a charge in Hawaii. He also used to do it to my sons. My sister was a witness. One time she had to walk out. Oh yeah, she's keeping a record. He's not going anywhere. She's going to keep a record of everything. And notice she says she gives him the belt. So if CPS comes, it's going to be on him. That's what she's going to say. Not an overnight stalker. I'm so mean. Every time I'm hearing you live, I'm going boom, 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 typing mean coming in. Y'all give her no mercy. Oh my goodness. I am done. When I posted those comments the other day, I was so tickled because I said, baby, when Kween, let's see, is Kween, Kane Corso, April, who else are the ones that really go in? Baby, y'all do not give her any grace. Mandy, okay. I can tickle. Yeah, and it's the lies for me. Like I said, when it comes to the kids, that situation, and really the lies, unnecessary lies, like, come on now. Like, what does that prove? Nothing. It didn't prove nothing. It was just a waste of short. It really was. It was a waste of short. Okay, girl, it's the way y'all do it, though. It is hilarious. Y'all are so sophisticated with it, but it cuts. You know, y'all say it in a way where it's so sophisticated and intelligent with big words that she won't understand, but it cuts. It's like when I read it, I just like, ugh. And V used to, but V getting sick of her. Okay, V said she don't even want to talk about her anymore. Right. I just cannot believe it. A bachelor's degree to be a pimp. Wow. And I don't even know if she sees it like that. Okay, that he is actually, by him allowing her to do that, encouraging her to do that, it is like being your pimp. Like, seriously. Diabolical, elated. Oh my gosh. Candace camera. Okay.
Oh my goodness. By the fact that Michelle is finally pregnant, she would be so elated. Like, that's why, like, she would be so elated.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Tostitos. Welcome. I know Pink the girl goes off. Brad baby. It's a lot of y'all. Y'all do not give her any credit. Major is pimpology with the concentration in meat stealing from Amazon. Oh, y'all got me with the meat stealing. I never did see that part back then when they were in Hawaii, but she's still talking about going to Hawaii. So I don't know if they're still going to go back or not, but she is starting to still talking about that. So we'll see. Oh my goodness, y'all. I did not think this live was gonna be this long. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Oh, Micah Man, y'all, he hasn't been on in a minute. He has a special message before we get off tonight. Okay, Micah Man, go ahead and tell them your special announcement or message. Okay.
Make sure you check out my amusement park. And there's a new plush. It's called the Micah Man Mo the Toy. It can sing. It can dance. When you go on the Micah plush app, it can sing. It can dance. And I also have a song.
Okay. He has a little song.
The Tower of Power. That's your song. Tall. And up in the top is the key. The key. We'll find it. We'll grab it. we'll keep it and have it we'll rule the world, you and me. That's from the Shenanigans.
Yay! Good job, Michael Man. And Miss Justice has, do you have a message or what? Oh, okay. We'll do that part at the end. Okay. Yes. Okay. Miss PM said, I can't wait, Micah. Oh my goodness. April said, and it's so funny when Rose said she'd be so elated. Girl, look, this for Micah. Oh my gosh, because he did such a great job. Let's do it one more time.
Oh my goodness. By the fact that Michelle is finally pregnant, she would be so elated. Like, that's why, like, she would be so elated.
Why did my daughter say it too? That's not a real word. Please don't go out saying elated. Okay. Miss Shelley said, too cute. Yay, Micah Man. Got some hearts. Miss Aqua Rose said, oh, go Micah. Miss Humble Me said, hello, Mabry Crew. Yes, little homie sang. Let's see. Wow, that was a good song. They said nice. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Okay, Miss Justice, the other part of Mabry Crew, she had something to say.
So today we did a live, and it was at the water park. So make sure y'all go check that out, and also make sure you hit that like button. Also subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell because you never know.
Okay, thank you. Yes, well, I'm not done yet, but thank you. So you did that part a little early for me.
When's she gonna go live?
Oh, I was supposed to say that. Oh, see, we didn't practice that part, so I was supposed to say that part. They did, for those of you who just came in, they did do their first, it's a very short live, but their first live on their Mabry Crew channel. If you want to check that out today, we went to the water park. We have now kicked off our summer activities. Okay. So I'm excited about it though. You know, I just like to relax myself, enjoy my kiddos. I don't have to wake up as early. Okay. That's been a blessing. Thank you, Humble. I thank you all. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. And they are seeing y'all's messages. Let's see here. And then also, I want to do my thanks to all of the sponsors on tonight. Let's see here. We had, oh, hold on. Go back. Okay, we had Healing Hearts. Thank you so much, Candace, Mrs. X. Thank you, ladies, so much for being sponsors on tonight, and helping me towards my goal on tonight. Justice, excellent job. Thank you, Mrs. X. Cute babies. April said, thank you, Keisha, for sharing your babies with us. No problem. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. And thank you for the super chat. She said the children are so precious. This for the kids. So y'all got $5 each.
Congratulations.
Oh, yes. Okay.
This is what my mama be saying when somebody get in the live late. You late?
Look, y'all, I have to look upside her head like, what's she about to say? Okay, because, baby, they pay attention to the things I say on this live. Talking about your late. Okay. I didn't know what she was about to say. I'm like, what do I say? Okay. Oh, yeah, she is supposed to go live. What time? Oh, Lord, I didn't get the notification. Okay. Let's see. So Lolo is going live tonight. And let me look, because see, Lolo, I'm having to call her out because she'll schedule a live. Let me make sure it's not going on right now. She'll schedule a live. And then I'm like, where you at, sis? Okay. Let me see. And then she'll leave us hanging. Oh, man, I don't know. I wish she was in here so I could click on it. Because she changed. Oh, golly, I don't have it saved up here. But yeah, she is going live tonight, supposedly. Okay, so y'all be on the lookout for Lolo. Only one Lolo with the info. Okay, thank you so much, Healing Hearts. Yay, Justice and Micah. Remember, kids always stay in school so you don't end up like a thorn. Hi, D-Wing. My man take care of me. So well, I don't have to do an OF. Exactly. Okay. A lot of us, hey, now we want to go in there, hey, for some extracurricular, some extra money, but it's not the main income. Okay. And she got the foot fetish thing from me because I didn't hear her saying nothing about feet until I said I was going to get me one and put my feet in some different things. Now all of a sudden she want to use feet. Okay. Let's see. Lesson for today. I before E, except after C. Always read a book so you don't end up having to sell stale brisket meat on for 99 cents. Oh my goodness, April. You know what? I have to get it back. Girl, I had forgotten about it because I was really, really keeping that P.O. box up when I was doing my cakes and stuff. But then I was like, I think I done let that go. I need to go set it up again. So I don't have it as of now, but let me do that again this month. Okay. Who is paying to look at those feet, girl? Leave it up to her. A lot of people is putting her up in the top 2% now. She's coming for the number one spot up there with Black China. Okay. She said she coming to the top with her, whatever she's doing behind closed doors. And some of the stuff she's doing with her husband. Okay. So, hey, we can only imagine the acrobatic moves, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. So she got to do that. That's her main income. Okay. The YouTube. That's her main income. She talks about having a bachelor's, but even if you have a bachelor's degree, you still have to put in the work. You still have to go and get a job. And that man is there with those kids, taking care of the kids. I am April. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, bundt cakes, the little mini bunts, the big bundt cakes. Yes. Mrs. Mabry's unique desserts. You know, I think I'm gonna give some away. It's summertime. I have time now. Because y'all know during the year, I'm like really, really busy and things like that. But I would even send those out for prizes sometimes. They're like the little mini bunts and they come in the little boxes. You know, like how you have the big cake boxes. They have mini cake boxes. And so I fix them up, put little flowers on them and things like that. I think I'm going to do a giveaway to send out some cakes. Yeah, tell Black China Rose come in for her spot. Okay. I don't know what Black China does on hers to be at the top. Because she was saying she had changed her life and all of that. So I don't know what she's doing on there. It may not be X-rated. It just may be because it's who she is, you know. We need to hear from someone that has subscribed to her. Exactly. I hope someone finds us. Yes, I do. Let me see if I can find a picture. Let's see. I know this is totally off topic. Y'all gotta go. I got it. I understand. Let's see, because I haven't shared a picture on here. Because I would like when I send out some for prizes, I posted pictures on my channel. It's been a minute, April, probably a year. Oh man, do I have what available I can get to quickly? Let's see. I may have to find one without just holding y'all up and post it. Let me do that because I don't know what I saved it under. And I'm going to post it on my community wall. I'll show y'all what the little mini bundt cake looks like. Yeah, I've been doing that, y'all, as a short little story This is very short. During the time when I had my miscarriage back in 2016, I was working and we were going into a summer break. And I'll never forget, I look forward to being at home away from the kids because they were out of school and just being depressed. I just wanted to grieve and just be depressed. So one of my mother-in-laws, my husband, he grew up knowing her. She wanted a bundt cake. And so I asked my mom, I said, I need to do a 7-Up pound cake for this lady. And this was my first time just really doing that. And I looked up some ingredients that I needed and I made that bundt cake and took it to her. She said, "Oh my gosh, that cake was delicious. You need to start selling those cakes." I was like, "Huh?" And so I made her a couple of more and I took pictures of them and I put these pretty flowers in the center because I'd seen another aunt of mine doing that. And so, y'all, from me putting my pictures out there, word of mouth on my posts when I would share, people started asking for me to make them one. So I started making strawberry lemon, 7-Up pound, and pineapple. I started, doing those. And then it went from the big regular size to the little small bundt cakes, the little mini ones. And so they were so cute. I would start selling them at work, at school. They started getting addicted to those things because if you're not careful, oh my goodness, you could sit there and eat a whole one of those little mini buns out of nowhere by yourself, like really fast. Nothing bundt cake, baby, have nothing on these, okay? Which I like nothing bundt cake. And sometimes the icing can just, I don't know, it's the icing sometimes. Okay, here is one picture. Let's see. So like little mini bunts. So this one here, this was like the 7-Up bundt cake here, and it's like a couple of them. Yes, girl, I don't know how you missed that. That man had like 50 weeks of vacation away. He was all right on every live. He in the bushes. He is not at work. What job? I'm sure most of us are interested in seeing your work. I don't know how I missed it. Oh, thank y'all so much. Okay, I sure will. Now y'all gonna have me go and get that set up, which they should automatically have my name and stuff still in there. I just need to go and pay. I don't think I've been here for a year yet. Oh, okay, got you. Deborah said, "Now I want a cake." Okay. So I found that picture. That was one. And then crocheting, that is a good gift to have. My sis just sent me, "Oh, really? Southern Belle?" Yes, I haven't made one. I was just saying, I was telling someone today I was going to make a bundt cake. Are you going to start shipping them? You know what? I did at one point. Stop. Don't do that. I'm sorry, y'all. My son got my earrings, bending my earrings, y'all. He's sitting here with me and just doing the wrong thing. I have shipped them before. Now, the smaller ones, I will say, I like shipping those more because of how, okay, let me show y'all. Because of how they are, thank you, Aqua Rose, how they're made. It's so much easier. They stay fresh like that. The bigger ones are the ones that, oh my gosh. I mean, I have shipped them and they made it there. I don't know. I got to do something with it. I want to make sure they stay together. I get so nervous when I ship the big ones. I'm like, I hope they are tossing my cakes and all of that. And so, like I said, it was something new to me. And over time, I just started improving on different things, trying to make them look different. I wanted to show, dog, I just came upon one other picture. I should have saved this spot. Thank y'all for your patience. Okay, and then this was one of the big ones. That's like a 7-Up pound cake too. They were like, the bigger ones are like 35. Like I would deliver them to people here in the Metroplex area, and so they would charge extra. I would charge extra for delivery, a delivery fee. Now, if it was someone I really really knew and let them come to my house to pick it up, then yes, they would just pick it up. But other than that, I just charged a delivery fee. When I ship them, I kind of include that with the cost, of it. This one, oh my gosh, looking at it, I can taste it. Okay, that icing has 7-Up in it as well. Thank you so much, Yolanda. Thank you, Southern Belle. So that was one, and then y'all know this not even a cake live, but y'all got me showing pictures. Look, I feel like Thorn. And let me show y'all. Let me show y'all this one. Let me show y'all. That's how I felt like she was doing. And let me show y'all, this is what my income was back in 2019. Hold on, Michael. You can have that one. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, so this here, one year, some of the people that were recipients of the prizes, they sent me pictures. So some of the winners they received, that's the little one. See how it has the cute little box, and on the inside it has the flower. You can kind of see the flower, but I also give it double reinforcement to keep it fresh. Is put it in the cellophane bag, tie it up good, put it into the cake box. And then this person also received a gift card, a Starbucks gift card. And so when you take it out of the box, the cellophane keeps it fresh. So then once you start eating it, then you're then welcome to just keep it in the cellophane, or you could just put it in your little box. Yes. No, the flowers are not edible. Thank you, Aqua Rose. I thank God, because y'all, this came by accident. Okay. When I tell y'all, and I prayed over every cake, I still do that. It took my mind off of what I was going through in that moment. I wanted to be depressed. I wanted to grieve. And the Lord used that. Y'all, I've even given cakes to radio hosts here locally on her birthday. I had a chance to bake her a cake and take it up to the radio station, and just different people. It has given me a chance to deliver to different people in, I mean, really expensive, nice homes. Sometimes I'm like, man, I love it over here. It's like you can kind of be nosy on the slide. Like, man, who are these people? But it's giving me the chance to do that. And in that, me doing this, it took my mind off of what I was going through. And then I was able to be a blessing to others and learn something new, and then just turn that into a stream of income, or, things like that. Anything can be turned into a stream of income, y'all. It really can. You say you started this after my second miscarriage. Yep. Okay, I crocheted after my sister was killed. Crocheting helped me tremendously. I was not well, and crochet pulled me out of a dark place. Wow. See, and that was something similar, April. Yeah. I am look at me. I am so elated to be able to enjoy this live in a glass of wine while I take a shower. Right. Okay. Thank you for being on here, V. Yeah. Okay. What percentile you in on income? But at least you aren't showing your balloons. Okay. We would never see wholesome projects from Runchy Thorn. Oh my God. No, I know you are. I know. That's too funny. Yes, I really do. And that's awesome. Wow. Thank you, Southern Belle. I thank God. I really do. It was like I tell people, I'm just not a baker. That's just not something. Oh, let me go ahead and bake some homemade cookies. No, 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 no. I stick with what I know. Okay. If I know these cakes, y'all know with what's that? What's the name of the chicken tender place y'all like? Raisin Canes. Y'all know what Raisin Canes, what they stick with? Chicken tenders and chicken sandwiches. They don't dibble and dabble in hot wings, hot dogs, corn dogs. They stick with what they know. I stick with the cakes I know. Okay. Okay. Right, V. She's not showing any of that. Okay. Thank you, humble me. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's been nothing but God, y'all. Let's see. I truly give him the glory. And that's how that started. It wasn't like I purposely said, oh, I'm about to start a cake business. I've even done these, y'all. Well, for my church, what we do, what they order pretty much it would be a number of big bundt cakes, and then I slice those. And so those go into the little decorative cake slice bags where you can fold it over and it stays fresh. And so I do it, I've done it, I should say, by the slice for, local events as well. Let's see. Did I go too far down? I think I went too far down. I think those are the main ones. My sis bakes about 10 cakes a month. She feeds everybody. Oh, wow, Southern Belle. That's a blessing. It really is. I'm just enjoying y'all in this. Now, okay, this picture here, I don't like the angle of it because this makes it look like cookies. But these were bunts in a bag. Bag of bunts. That's what I call them. Bag of bunts. Okay. So they're not cookies. But it's the way I took this photo. They are smaller than the mini ones. Okay, so I have the giant size ones. Then I had the mini bunts that's in the little box that I just showed you all. But this was a bag of bunts where they are just a little thinner, but they're like, you almost can't eat them like cookies. And one of my friends said, girl, I shouldn't have ordered it like that. She said, I feel like I'm eating more of them when I do it this way than when I get the little bun. And you get 5 in a pack like this. And then I put on this pack, the decoration was a colorful ribbon around the bag. Love you ladies here and Tosh Moms, which are pretty much the same. Yes, exactly, April. Yes, I love Tosh Mom. Shout out to Tosh Mom. I came into her chat last night and had a great time. Okay, let's see. B said, and yes, I'm tired of Big Buford, Blackthorn, and the Wild Thorn Bears. I know. But when I see how they treat those poor children, it makes me angry. Exactly. Now, I can say on that picture, because y'all know I like to be fair. On that picture, though, that they took, those kids looked nice. Okay, from the hair to the clothes. They really look nice. Now, I don't know why we can't get that all the time. Maybe it's because they were leaving, but they really did look nice. That's so true. When my dad was sick, after his death, I started painting. It helped me deal with grief. Right, exactly. You know what? I don't know. I've never tried it, B. I was going to try cupcakes one time and see how that would come out. 7-Up. I might try that, y'all, and take some pictures.
Tomorrow?
No. I'm doing it tomorrow. My husband's birthday is Sunday, but I want to order him a cake. But this week, or not this week, this month, I think I may do some bundt cupcakes, and then I'll take pictures and show y'all what they look like. I'm gonna use some different toppers though. Not the flowers. I'm not gonna use flowers. I'm gonna find something else to put inside of them, Oh, I bet that would be delicious. Oh my goodness. I checked Carter's page out and yes, B, yes. Carter's Reactions. If you have not subscribed, check him out, y'all. He's doing some great things and he comes with receipts. I love his commentary as well because a lot of the things that he says, we've said already, and he's confirming a lot of things we've seen throughout the year. I am the Yes, he's very intelligent, very. And that's his at Carter's Reactions for those of you who are not familiar. Oh my goodness, y'all. I could talk all day. And now that I'm on like a mini vacation, It's kind of mini, and I still kind of go in a couple of hours. But for the most part, I don't have to get up early, and then I can still do stuff for my kids. So I'm enjoying just this break. Enjoy your family. I know sometimes parents are like, oh, Lord, you're going to be here for the summer. But my son, we met some of his parents. He has a friend, and we met some of his parents. And so what we've been doing, if they know of some events, because a lot of our friends and family live in Dallas, we don't really just have a whole lot of people we hang out with near us. And so it felt good to have someone, oh, we're going to the splash pad. If you want to bring him over to the splash pad, and then I'm talking to the mom, my husband's talking to his dad, and we learned of some other events and things. And it felt good just doing that with our kids. So I have some more. My daughter has some friends. I'm going to get with their parents too, and let them know about some of these events. The Parent Pass app, y'all, excuse me, and I'll put it in the chat. It's a very helpful resource for the summertime. If you are the ones that are looking for things for your kids, okay, they will let you know what's happening in your area. So you just put in your information of the zip code and things like that, and they put up the top 5 events. Then they have other events underneath. And so every day it changes, okay? So that is my friend. They have a lot of different events on there that we take the kids to. Yes, he is very well spoken. That's why she doesn't like him, because he's intelligent. He can see right through her. Yes, April, me too. I have to catch one more from today. Oh, yes, she blocked him, Healing Hearts. She did. She blocked him. She saw something he was typing, and she's like, oh, her face changed. Like she got nervous that he had typed something into her chat, and it was like her mask was falling off, and she quickly blocked him. She knows who he is. She's probably been on his channel. Yes, she has been on his channel because she knew how many subscribers he had. He does seem like a nice man. He's humble. He seems humble, and he's very appreciative of the support. Oh, I know, Mrs. X. Yes. And I hope you're feeling better. You know what, V? Not in the bathroom. Yeah, she sure did call him that. Oh, yes, I can drop it. Let me get that. For those of you who are not aware of what his channel is. Let's see here. And we did like a whole, everyone, like how Yo-Yo does from Entertainment You Love. We all bum rushed his live last night. That was so much fun. Oh my goodness. Thank y'all that did that yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I see why Yo-Yo likes to do that. I got to call mine something else because I don't want her thinking I'm just calling mine what she's doing. Copycatting all the way, but I love it. Yeah, she's worried. When she read this comment, her eyes got big. She tried to play it off. Yep, she sure did. And here's his channel, y'all. If you want to subscribe to his channel, that's it in the chat. That made me mad the way she called him little gay boy. Yeah, she was trying to talk about him. You don't know anything about that man. Like, that was unnecessary. See, we go by what you put out here. You're making an assumption. Two totally different things. Uh-huh. Because I think, let's see, he has a short. Did he do a short about that? Let's see. Let me find it. Okay. Okay, let me pull it up. Let me take these down.
Accumulate more charges depending on what you do next.
She was reading his comment.
Oh, this is the little guy. How cute.
So he said, let's see, I'm trying to read this a little small. He said, how you have 1.12 million but have 100 people in the live? See, she was mad about that. She was mad about that. She called out how many people she had in the live and was like, well, what? How do you get 1.12 million people?
The little guy that was okay.
How you knew he was a little guy?
There we go. Okay, so
and he was about to say, why do you allow your Uncle Sam
bam
husband something, but she blocked him.
Bam. Woo, we got one new subscriber. Let's do.
Oh my gosh, y'all, that was too funny. She blocked him. She thought she could block the truth. You can't block the truth though. Yes, that was so much fun. Thank you, Southern Bill. Demons demons don't like the truth and the light. They don't. Hey, Shirley. Hey, sis. Girl, where have you been? You're late. Okay. You're late. Very late. Okay. Over 2 hours late. Oh my goodness. Is Logo still going live? What happened to her live? Because I think we were waiting. Because 1 minute she going live. Next minute we like, Lo, you still going live? Oh, I gotta go to work now. Or I don't feel like it now. I'll probably do it tomorrow. So we don't know what we're gonna get. Right, not the Uncle Sam husband. She did not like that. Getting scammed. Okay. Wait, who was getting scammed? Who was getting scammed? Wait a second. So who's Shelly talking about? Oh my goodness. I was looking like getting scammed. Child, you coming in with some tea? Oh, you were? Oh, you're gonna definitely have to tell me the backstory. Oh, wow. Girl, we just been on here talking about this Diddy trial shenanigans and Thorn trying to prove stuff again, and it's being an epic fail. And then we got into cakes, cakes and pies, cakes and pies. Y'all remember that out that movie, Deuce Bigelow, cakes and pies? My husband loves saying that on that part from that movie. He was tearing her ass up on his live. I commented on the replay and told him, see, I'm supposed to be retiring this helper from my mind. And then here he comes. Right. Okay. Thank you. Tell her again, Mrs. X. Because, see, she's being bad. Okay. We haven't seen her on the live. I can't even remember the last live. I can't even remember the last time she went live. Your people missing you, Shelly. She done took a little break. That little break then turned into a big break. So hopefully she's going live soon. We missed the music. Okay, when I'm at work, I would turn on the live and just listen to the music. We haven't got that in a while. Look, now she getting quiet. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, well, I think I've talked y'all's ear off today. I will be back. Oh, trying to think. I think in the morning. I will be on She Inspires. Oh, y'all, speaking of that, we are, let me see. Okay, let me see here. We are only 8 people away, okay, from the next goal. So if you have not subscribed to She Inspires, I'm gonna drop the link into the chat. This is my other channel. Please make sure y'all subscribe because we have a bar over there as well. Very inspiring. We talk about God, praise reports, goals, just life. Okay, it's so much fun. A whole vibe. You too, Yolanda. Thank you for joining us tonight. Oh, okay, Queen. I understand. Yes, if you have not subscribed, I think I am going to go over there in the morning on She Inspires with the message. Um, so if y'all want to come over there in the morning, also share it out with others, any of the messages that we've had recently. Y'all, God is moving. That's all I can say. He has been definitely moving. Some great things happening. Also, we will have our encouraging word Thursday on tomorrow evening. Okay, that will be here at the Open Book and the She Inspires channel. Thank you, Humble Me. I appreciate it. Girl, okay. Some straightening. Wow, healing is 9:25. Yes, it is 8:30 where I am. Thank you, V. Thank you, Humble. Thank you, Healing Hearts. I appreciate it. So now we are 7 away. Okay. We are getting closer to that next goal. We're headed towards the 200, and then our next goal after that. Look, I'm taking about 100, so we get up to that 500, and then we're gonna continue. Like I still set goals here with the Open Book. We are headed to 5K, y'all. Okay, we have a little, not too far, okay, to go. It's a little more than the She Inspires to reach the next goal. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all are subscribing to the Open Book as well. We are headed towards 5K. Yes, ain't nothing wrong with the little straightening. Okay. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all is such a blessing. I always love when we can get together, laugh, and cut up in here. Okay. Thank you, Aqua Rose. I appreciate everyone. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Also, subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Oh, Shelly said she's going live soon. Okay. What?
And guess what? I stayed up all night today.
Oh, yes.
And I slept on the couch.
I don't know. They're like being thornish right now because why does that even matter? Thank y'all so much, and y'all have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What happened? Oh, no, y'all, I don't know what happened.
I'm not.
Anyways, another chapter done. Bye-bye. Have a great evening.
Take 2.